you've got the old arch enemy. Well, they've done the floorboards, which knew he was the big bully. Nah, that's not gonna, even though captain of Vic Country, 6-0. Cut this out. Hello.
Good to be back?
Yeah, it is good to be back. Hasn't changed much at all. I was just saying that the fences are probably the newest addition. That was probably under 10s for me, so it's cool to be back. A few memories, yeah. But yeah, like surprisingly, when I first got here, it was sort of one team per age level, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, from what I hear, especially, it's one of the biggest girls' junior footy clubs as well.
Right, yeah.
This one seems to be always quite popular, yeah. So, and then you've got the old arch enemy. Literally, you can walk. They're like 500 metres that way.
Who is it?
South Mornington.
Hate it.
Richmond. Richmond colours as well, so that makes sense. But it's definitely a little bit smaller. I think as a kid, everything seems a lot bigger to you, especially sort of the main ground where you play a lot of your football. You sort of come down and you think it's sort of MCG sort of size, and yeah, I guess that's where the dreams sort of start. So it's pretty cool to be back. Played a fair bit of footy on here. I don't think I got to the 100 games, I'm not too sure. So a little bit frustrating, but played a lot of football, still got some childhood mates, and yeah, it's cool to be back. I guess your motivation is pretty much just to play football, and you just want to get out there, earn some respect, train hard and play games. And for me, I probably wasn't thinking too much about one, fitting in, and two, I don't know, it's a funny one. There is expectation, sure, every year, and the #1 draft pick, I guess from the outside looking in, it's like, yeah, it's going to change everything. We're going to start winning games, and the reality is that probably didn't quite happen. And I've talked about it a bit, and Vossi does as well. Progression, I guess, is not linear, and for me, I sort of had a couple of up and down years, especially in the early parts of my career, and I guess with guys like Cruz, Bryce Gibbs, Mark Murphy to sort of show me the ropes a little bit and mentor me in that capacity from an expectation point of view. But then we had guys like Sam Walsh come in, and obviously Cripper and Doc leading the club, so probably took the pressure off a little bit, and got there in the end, I guess, in terms of being a consistent footballer. But yeah, it was tough early.
You look at as your biggest lesson since arriving?
I always say this, but smile more. Loosen up a little bit. I was like most people, very stuck, or most kids coming through, you're sort of stuck in your ways, and you've got your own sort of personality type. And I've mentioned it a few times, but very fortunate to come through with Charlie, Harry, David Cunningham, and Jack Silvani. We're all very different and operated in very different ways. So that's probably one. It's easy to lose as an AFL player. I'm not sure if it's the same for other guys, but you spend a lot of time obviously doing vision and training, and as a kid, all you do is literally you live and breathe football. You kick a footy as soon as you get home, you go to training with your mates, you watch the games, you do the ladders, it's all a bit of fun. Whereas it gets a bit more serious, and that's an obvious point, but at the same time, winning certainly helps. And I think when you do the hard work and you build something together, both a culture and a game plan, winning comes along, and then you start to maybe enjoy it a little bit more than when you're losing. So
you're smiling more is what you're saying?
A little bit more, yeah, it's good. Jesus, this is so strange.
Give us the reaction.
Well, they've done the floorboards. It's a difference. Right, has not changed. Pie nights are always good. Do you still do the Sunday night pie nights? Yeah. Jesus.
What happened in under 13s?
What happened?
Yeah. You got under 10s, under 11s, under 12s, under 14s, under 15s.
Yeah, I think I missed a bit of football that year. Sorry, where am I looking? Under 13s.
Yeah.
So who won at my year? Troy McGill. There you go. Yeah, wow. It's cool seeing, like, obviously Newey's up there a couple times. You got Lockie Whitfield as well, Newey. You got the DeConnings, Tom as well. So we're all, yeah, that's pretty crazy, isn't it? Well, Newey's he's an old bugger. What's he, 35? 30?
40, I think.
Yeah. So he's a fair bit older than me. So I didn't have too much to do with him. I played with his brother. So Nick's one of three boys. Mav, the youngest, was my age, so played a little bit of footy with him. And then Tom and Sam, again, they were a little bit younger than me, so I didn't get to spend too much time with them either. But I assume in sort of, when we're in that under 12s, 13s age, Newey was the big bully at under 16s age, and then hopefully we didn't return the favour to Sam and Tom. But yeah. Right, so I've got all the what qualifies? Because I'm.
Oh, there you go. 96 games, not 100.
Yeah, that's a bit funny. Yeah, right. Because these are all the guys that I sort of played with, which is quite cool. You're on nearly a decade. Like I don't think I've been in here for a long time. Might have come down here for a run maybe, early days, but nothing. Not in here. It's quite cool. Yeah. Obviously a bit of nostalgia and see the names, and they haven't changed the logo either. That's maybe something that they could.
Why would you like it to be?
I mean, just not a stick man with a sun hat. I think, but it's been there forever. So.
Was there a pool table in here back in the day?
No, there was not. There's no other. We're not going to be able to hit with that.
Right, great. Microphone. No pool.
No, that won't work. Nah, that's not gonna do. That'll break it. They're the cool memories though. Like you, home games, Sunday nights, you'd come here with the whole team. Then the coach would have like 5 awards, and one was a couple of chocolate bars, another one was like a soft drink and a hot dog voucher, like just the little things. I think honestly, if any player that gets drafted here, they should have something sort of named after them. As we sort of said, the Nick Newman bench would be perfect. The Sam DeConning end, Tom DeConning end would be pretty cool. I don't know, get the stand named after Hunter Clark or something. But
Newey gets the bench.
Newey gets the bench, yeah.
Just to clarify, because people will be asking, is that the official Weitering ring or is it the other oval?
That's the official one, on the big oval. It's funny because we do like country versus metro. We'll split teams up sometimes, and I obviously played for Vic Country. Yeah. But I think way back when, it used to be 7 metro teams and 5 country teams, and Dandenong was that 7th metro team. So to even it up, they put Dandenong in country. But anyway, it's apparently we're not country. So even though captain of Vic Country, 6-0.
So city or beach?
For me, beach. Yeah. Beach. I do surf, but I'm not your Kerno type. I've got a big 9.6 mil, and I try my best and don't get down too much. I think, like obviously Charlie and Ed grew up with it. Kempy thinks he's good.
Is Kempy good or not?
No. Hopeless. Something a bit different. Just went down to the local club where I used to play a bit. So. Yes. Yeah. So it's been a long time. But
Nicky Newman just had a child.
He did. Little girl. So we've got a lot of girl dads now at the club. So it's good. It's good.
What
So
can I get you, mate?
I'll grab an iced latte, please. What's next? I think I was thinking about this actually not long ago around sort of our journey to date and my journey to date with the club, and those first couple of years were a little bit of a struggle. We're winning 5, 6, 7 games a year, and then changing coach, bit of hope, and the same sort of story unfolded with maybe a little bit of a difference with COVID and what we went through there. And then Vossi's term as coach has been, I guess, pretty incredible from a playing point of view, in that I think prior to him coming, I'd won about 30 games of football out of about 150. And that's sort of a hard pill to swallow, I think, for most guys that were sort of around my age or a little bit older. And I think we're sort of starting to develop into more of a consistent football team and winning that 12, 13, 14 games a year. Yeah, a good club is, I guess, a team that consistently sort of wins and maybe makes the 8 and makes finals and maybe contributes to September. And Vossi's very adamant that that's sort of not what we're here to do. And I think most players would agree with him. A great club is one that wins all the time. Now, I don't think there's been a team that's won every game in a season. Might have to go way back to look at that, but how you do that is probably the same stuff that we talk about every year, but it's making sure that we execute it in the right way. So being good teammates each and every game and making sure we're playing for each other, playing to our values, our behaviours.
Spoken about what a good football club and a great football club looks like. What's different between a good wedding and a great wedding?
As long as the bride enjoys her day, and the family and the friends and everyone that's there, I think it's just a good celebration of a couple. So I just hope for my sake that it's a good day. It's nice when you sort of, I guess, reflect as well on your own life and who's influenced you, and to try and get all those people together and celebrate sort of your life and your relationship. It's going to be good. So looking forward to it.
You won't give us much more than that, will you?
No.
Fair enough. Thanks, Jacob.
Straight back, wasn't it? Thank you for having me.